It's another one of those cold, foggy, Central California Valley kind of days. I really don't know where I'm going, but I feel like I gotta go somewhere. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a garbage man. That was one of several jobs that I thought would be super cool. Because as a garbage man, back in the old days, you could just hang off the back of the truck and you'd jump out, grab cans, throw them in, and some of the garbage men would just toss the cans out again recklessly. And it just looked like so much fun as a kid. Like, what a cool job. I can ride on the back of this big truck, throw garbage around. Huh? And then you get to be an adult and you're like, I kind of don't want that job. But then you find out what they make. And you know what? Garbage men actually get paid pretty decently. And now today, there's nobody hanging off the back of the truck. Just a guy driving with a automated arm that goes out and throws garbage in. Not as appealing anymore. You know, some of my friends used to say, well, maybe they still do, not so much if they're watching these videos, that I had millionaire hair. And what do they mean by that? You know, well coiffed, full, luxurious head of hair. Ha! Look at this today. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Ay, ay, ay. You know, I haven't had my hair cut since I can't remember when. And once it starts getting at this length, it's hard to keep well coiffed. Now, I've looked all around at all the different water dispensers from Walmart to the Glacier Springs machines, and this little kiosk is the only one I've found that's 25 cents for a gallon of water. That's about as cheap as you're gonna get, I think. The last time I was over at Walmart, I just happened to open up my laptop computer and notice that they had a Wi-Fi signal. And I was in the parking lot getting it. So I've come back to see if I can get back in on that free Wi-Fi. There we go. We're connected. See that? Full connection too. Let's try it out. I'll go down here to Mr. Safari and blammo. We're good to go. And that's really about all I need to do as far as looking at the news. The headlines is enough. I don't need to get into it. It's all just complete craziness right now anyways. The Wi-Fi in the parking lot of Walmart was actually good enough that I was able to upload a couple of videos to YouTube. And even check out a little Netflix. But it's one of those days, midday coffee kind of day. Oh, hello, Mr. Teapot. All right, back in action. Now and later. Sun is finally coming out, as you can see, and it's shaping up to be an all right day. Oh yeah. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not staying here. That person almost ran the light there. Not paying any attention. Can't believe how fast they're building these houses up. That's a pretty good size house. Oh, man. Can you see the goats over here? I love this house. Nice truck. Yeah. You know, people ask me, wouldn't you be more comfortable in a high top van or something with extended length so you have more room to be in? Well, the obvious answer is yeah, of course I would be. Would I like to be able to stand up? Yes. Would I like to be able to stretch out and have a little more living room space? Of course. But you know what? I'm perfectly content with what I have. And that's not to say that maybe sometime down the road, I might feel like upgrading to a high top or whatever. And look at that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So I turned on the camera right now because I saw the Prime van driving around, and there's another one straight in front of me. And I think that over the next coming years, we're going to see a lot of used high top vans, extended length, because Amazon and all the delivery services, they went in hard and bought tons of them during the pandemic, especially Amazon. All of theirs are high top and most of them are extended. And most companies, from my experience, only keep their fleet in service for a period of time, whether it's 100,000 miles. They have firm limits in place, insurance purposes and safety and whatever. So I think that in the next year, 2 years, the market's just going to be flooded with high top extended vans. And people have been saying, oh man, the van life thing is really taking off. A lot of people are getting into it. Well, just wait over the next year or two and see how many more people are going to be interested in getting to it. Lady drove by looking at me cross-eyed. She's going to drive around and do another take just to make sure she didn't see something crazy like a guy sitting in his van talking to himself. Little side note, I always wonder about, people hating on foods and drinks. Why is everyone hating on eggnog? It's delicious! Heading east out of town, just past the water park. Up ahead on the left, I always drive past this little cemetery. And I've always been meaning to check it out, but since I've just been driving around in circles today, I figured I might as well come on out here and see what's doing. I've talked before about the beauty of cemeteries, and something about them I just find so peaceful. One thing I always like to do when I'm exploring a cemetery is try to find the oldest tombstones I can, and these date back quite a ways. You know, they say you can't take it all with you, but I think this guy would beg to disagree. Well, it's just after 8 and the fog is settling in, which means it's about time for me to retire for the night.